Everybody, welcome back. So today is going to be a one brand makeup tutorial where I am using the Physicians Formula brand, and some of them, a majority of the products are new. I have a couple of products that I've had in my collection for a while. So if you want to see what products I'm using, then let's get into the video. So I always enjoy doing these types of videos, like one brand videos. The only thing I didn't have, there was a couple of things actually. I didn't have like an eyebrow pencil from Physicians Formula, so I just went ahead and did those off camera. And I don't have like a powder, like anything to kind of set my makeup with. So we'll see if I need that. If not, I'll just run and go get a different brand. But that's the only couple of things I think I don't have. I think I have pretty much everything else to do like a full face. So let's jump into first the one product that I am really interested to try. So it was the Butter Believe It, the Putty Primer. Now I have gone ahead and I did like my usual moisturizer, all my skincare products are on, and I put a little bit of like lip plumper on my lips. But I was wondering if this was kind of like that e.l.f. Putty Primer. So very pretty, like a very pretty packaging, because it's that whole line, that Butter Believe It line. Very nice. It's like a tropical, and it just has like a screw top. And just a little, just if you didn't watch my haul video, I'll just kind of talk a little bit about the products now that we're actually using them. So it says it's an ultra luxurious velvety smooth putty primer infused with our exclusive butter blend to deliver a radiantly soft poreless complexion, incredibly creamy and soft texture, preps skin, and allows makeup to glide on smoothly for all day wear. And it's infused with their mirror butter. So just warm the putty with your fingers, apply evenly over the clean face, blending with fingertips, let set for 30 seconds and apply makeup. Can be worn alone or under foundation. So, this is quite creamy. I was not expecting that. I thought this was going to be, I think the e.l.f. is more like a denser formula, but this is so creamy. Oh my goodness, like I just stuck my finger in there and look, that's what it did. Oh, it smells, it smells so good. It smells like you're like on a beach. It smells like that coconutty smell. Oh, okay, so that changes things. I thought this was going to be a little bit different. So I guess I'm just going to put it, I've never used this kind of like a primer before, so I'm going to put it where I have my biggest pores, so that's going to be in that region right there. It's going to be on my chin, and just in this area here I have a lot of pores. Oh, it sinks into the skin really smoothly, and I'm just going to press that all in. Yeah, so it's sunk in really nice. It's not you know, sometimes like a primer, that sort of thing, can kind of like pill up on you, but this isn't doing that. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead too, I think, and try and get rid of, you know, fill in these fine lines up here. But this is so creamy. That's excellent. All right, so I'm going to let that sink into my skin just like it says. And I think what I'm going to do is go in with the concealer before we do, I'm going to do foundation concealer kind of thing first, and then we'll go into the eyes. So the concealer that I'm going to use is this Concealer Twins. Now, I used to use this years ago. Like I'm trying to think, it's probably been 4 years, but this used to be a staple in my like my makeup. I had a very minimal makeup collection when I was, I'm gonna say, like even like 5-10 years ago. I had very minimal products. I would just wear the same thing day in and day out kind of thing, and I really enjoy now that when I mix products up, it just kind of gives a little bit more variety. But this one I really liked because it has that two-ended like product. So the one end here is like a yellow, which is going to neutralize all of that discoloration I have under my eyes, and then that is the actual concealer that's going to conceal that. But what I remember from it is I really did like it. Like I said, it was a staple in my makeup routine, and then I guess I just started using different concealers, and this one just kind of got forgotten about. So I was quite happy that I was able to purchase it again and bring it back into the mix, and you know, I'll see if I still like it. It's kind of one of those revisit kind of products. So the yellow, I'm just going to very lightly put it where I am the darkest, right in the corner. And I'm going to use just a concealer brush on the one side to blend that in. And And I'm just going to take it right up because I have a bunch of like purple up by my eye socket here. So I just put it where I needed it. But see how it did such a nice job of neutralizing that dark pigmentation. Okay, so that's both sides done, and you can see how it's like totally, I mean, it hasn't completely erased the darkness, but it's done a really good job of taking it away. So we're going to go in now with the other side, which is the light side, and it's just like a doe foot applicator. Now this, you put it on top of that color corrector, and again, I'm just putting it where I need it and try and give myself kind of a lifting effect on the end there. It's like almost like a light peach color. And then I'm going to use the other side of that color corrector, or sorry, concealer brush and blend it in. Yeah, now I can see why I really did like this. It does a nice job. It's very creamy. It's hiding the discoloration. It's blending in. We'll see if it starts creasing on me. But so far, so good. All right, so both sides are done now. I think it's blended in pretty good. It'll get all, you know, put together once I get the foundation going. So that primer now has had time to sit. So this is, I've been waiting to use this foundation. I've been so excited to use this one. It looked so beautiful when I did my haul video and I did that, you know, that swatch on the back of my hand. It looked just luminous. Super excited to try this one. So it's a Physicians Formula Butter Believe It foundation plus a concealer. Now I'm not going to use it as a concealer because I just want to use it as a foundation. I wanted to try this concealer, so that's why I'll just kind of not go under my eyes with it. It says it's all for all skin types. What I do remember is it didn't have a great shade range because this one here is in, I just have it in light, and it just says ultra luxurious foundation and concealer infused with a powerful blend of Mira butter and Takuma butter. I'm probably saying that wrong. And from the lush, nutrient-rich Amazon. Incredibly creamy texture, melts into skin, leaving a natural, radiant, glowing complexion. Long-wearing, weightless formula provides buildable medium to full coverage. Now that was the only thing that kind of concerned me because I don't wear full coverage foundation. So all I'm going to do, so it just says to shake it really well. So that's what I'm going to do. And it didn't really give a bunch of information on the website about it. This does retail, so I'm on the actual Physicians Formula website. It says $14.99. That's American because I know here in Canada, I can't remember exactly what I paid for it. It may have been $19 Canadian, which is pretty average with other foundations. So there's a shade range on the website of about 12 shades. In the store that I got it from, I think there was only like 3 shades. There was like this one's light. I think there was like a medium, like a dark. Yeah, there's really not much on the website. It just says paraben-free, vegan. It gets a good rating on, like for people reviewing it. Overall, it says that it gets a 4.2 out of 5 stars. So it just comes like as like a pump type of bottle, which I appreciate. I like those types. I'm gonna put maybe like 1 pump. Like, honestly, I'm going to put that much because it looked like it's not like it's a really thick formula. I mean, it's not running down my hand, but it is, you know, it could if I left it there. But it looked, when I remember I swatched it and it was just so full coverage. So I'm going to use a sponge instead of a brush because a brush will, I mean, that'll make it really full coverage. I always like to use a sponge because that's just going to kind of sheer it out a little bit better. And I'm going to start out, I always say start off with just a little bit, and you can always build up if you want more. But it's always better, because if you put too much product on, it's always harder to get that off, right? So I always start off with just a tiny bit like that. It's on my neck. It's very creamy. Like I can feel it. It just like it's I could probably put this on with my fingers. So I'm just going to start on the center of my face. So it is blending in pretty nicely. The shade is, I think, okay right now. It's because I have probably a little bit of a tan, like a very, very minimal tan going right now. I mean, it's definitely given me blurring right in here where my, I don't know if I can get closer here. Right in here, it definitely has blurred those the pores from that primer. So I'm really happy about that. And if my cheeks are a little bit red right now, it's I'm actually getting a little bit of a hot flash right now. Oh my goodness. Whew. So that is why I'm is a little toasty right now. Don't you just love those? They just like come out of nowhere. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, what I'm going to do, I forgot to bring my eyeshadow primer in, so I'm just going to use this as my eyeshadow primer today. Just throw the foundation on. Okay, so I got it all blended in. I think it looks really pretty on my skin. It isn't like looking cakey at all. So far I can see, we'll see by the end of the tutorial whether how much like creasing it does in my fine lines there, because I always get creasing in my fine lines. But so far it is giving me just like really luminosity in my cheek area, and yeah, I'm really impressed with it. Very nice. Like it blended in so smoothly, and you can definitely build it up. That is for sure. Like when they say you can build it up, you can. I just used that one pump and, you know, sheared it out. If you wanted a little bit more coverage, definitely I would use like a brush. A brush would give you way more coverage. But like I said, I like more of like the sheer kind of dewy look. It's leaving like a little bit. You can kind of see like a little bit of my skin poking through, but it's just giving it like a nice, really nice, beautiful effect on my face. So I'm not going to use any powder. So I'm just going to let it do its thing here and give me that luminosity that I'm looking for. So the next thing, we're going to go in with eyeshadow. Now I have two different palettes from Physicians Formula. One of them you're going to be very familiar with if you are one of my viewers from a long time. You know that this is my absolute favorite palette. This is the Physicians Formula Rose All Play palette. I've had it on my channel so much. It's very well loved. I'm not even going to take that plastic thing off there because the shadow's going to fall everywhere. But I absolutely love this one. It's so beautiful and it's great, especially like spring and summer. Love this palette. So because I've had this on my channel so many times, I'm not going to use that one. Instead, I'm going to use the Butter Eyeshadow Palette. I've only had this one on my channel a few times, but I really enjoy this one as well. This one is in Tropical Days. I think there's one or two other palettes, but I love the shade range in this one. I love this side over here. I use that one a lot. So we're just going to go in and start with more, just kind of like a neutral look today. I'm not going to go full on glam because what I actually really wanted to focus on today was the foundation. I'm not going to do a wear test because I'm pretty actually late in the day today. So I won't have a real chance to do a wear test on it, but I just wanted to get it on and play with some of this other makeup. So I think as my transition shade, I'm going to go in with this beige one right up here. And that is actually called Barefoot in Brazil. I love all the names. The names are all on the back here. And we'll just use that as my, like I said, my transition shade. And I'm going in with my BK Beauty. This is the 205 brush, and it's a contoured shader brush. And I'm going to apply that. Oh, see, that's the thing about using foundation. When you use it, it creases. So I'm just going to wipe a little bit of that away. That's why I kind of missed my eyeshadow primer today, but we'll make do with this today. Okay, so let's go in my mirror here. And I'm going to put this all over the lid. And I'm going to take it right up to my brow. I was debating whether I would, but yeah, I think I want to shear out all of this. I can still see my veins and stuff kind of poking through. So we'll just kind of go right up to the old eyebrows. Let me know down in the comments what brands you guys use. What kind of is your favorite brand? I love hearing from you guys. I would say Physicians Formula is right up there. I do like a lot of their products. And I mean, yes, they're a little bit higher. I mean, not by much for drugstore. When you think about drugstore brands, I think everything is pretty comparable, like price-wise. And these, I love these eyeshadows. They are that, like their whole line where it's all like the butter and stuff. They blend beautifully into the skin. So we're going to go in with this darker shade right here. It's like a dark brown, and that is actually called Sand Dunes. And then I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 202. This is a defined crease brush. Really lovely. I love the tip on this. It's so super soft. That's the other thing, is that a lot of these shades they're quite pigmented. So I'm just basically dipping my brush in there, making sure to tap it off, kind of right above the crease. I'm trying to give the illusion, because with that little bit of a hooded eye I'm starting to develop, just trying to fake it a little bit here. And this brush is so precise, like it just gets right where you need it. Okay, so the next shade is just this one down here, this purpley shade, and it is called Island Hopping. And I'm going to go in with the 203 BK Beauty brush, and this is just like a shader brush. And I'm going to put this just on on my lid, on my mobile lid. I honestly don't know how this is going to turn out, because I'm just playing with colors right now. Okay, so that's really light. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be daring and go into this really dark purple shade. And that is called, Peer Pressure, but spelt like a peer, like P-I-E-R. That's cute. I love how they come up with these names. So I don't know how pigmented this one is, so I'm just going to dab a tiny bit on my brush. Okay, so that's giving some nice purple on the lid. It's almost like an iridescent. It's quite lovely. All right, so that just kind of gave me some darker shades on my lid. So I'm gonna just want to lighten this upper area up here a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with this peach color right there, and that is Coastal Chic. There's a fallout in the actual pan, but when you're putting it on, if you shake off your brush really well, there isn't fallout like falling on my face or anything. And I'm just going to go in with the 201 BK Beauty. This is the blended crease brush, and I'm just going to take that nice peach shade. I'm just trying to use as many colors in the palette as I can, and we're just going to diffuse all of that, any harsh lines that there may be going on, and just blend all the colors together. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite brush of the whole collection. This is my favorite, the 204. This is the Smudget Brush. And I love this. This is perfect for under my lower lash line. And I'm just going to take a few of those colors that we started off with. So I'm going to take this beigey one here, and also this peach one. And we'll see how much color that gives me under my eyes. So that's enough for the eyeshadows. We're going to go in next with a pencil. So this is it's just an automatic eyeliner, eye definer pencil. And I picked this one up in the shade Ultra Black. That's all they had. They didn't really have any other colors that I could see. Okay, so it has just like a really pointy tip. And I like how it is, you can wind it up and down. So it's like a retractable. And I'm going to start about halfway and work out towards the end. Oh, it's very creamy. Like I'm barely touching my eye and it's depositing the color. And it's very precise. I like that. It's just gliding on, like it's not skipping at all. And then I'm also going to use it to just tight line under my top waterline. Okay, so the pencil did a nice job. So next is mascara, and I picked this one up. It's called Lash Mixologist, and it's a 3-in-1 mascara. So it says it lengthens, volumizes, and there's 2 formulas and 2 brushes. So there's 2 ends to the mascara, which I thought was interesting. So it says a cocktail-inspired customizable duo of 2 different formulas with 2 different brushes designed to mix and match for the ultimate length, volume, and full dramatic lashes. Okay, so it's pretty packaging. Nice. And there is 2 sides. So this is volume and this is length. And what it says on the back of the package is apply volume side for fuller and voluminous lashes, length side for long and perfectly defined lashes, or combine both volume and length for full dramatic lashes. So I think what I'll do is I'll go in with the volume side, Okay, so it's one of those like hourglass type of wands. So I think I'll use that on my top lashes. Okay, well it gave me, I mean, okay volume. So let's try the lengthening one. So this is a different wand. Just trying to get product on it. So that is more like the traditional type of mascara wand. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite mascara, but we'll work with it here. Okay, so I used a combination of both wands. I think it does an okay job. I wish I would have bought, there's a new mascara that goes with this line here, like the Butter Believe It line. There was like a whole bunch of products that came out with that. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll buy that one. This one does okay. It actually did a nice job, like the lengthening side did a nice job on my bottom lashes. So I like it because it just has that more of a thinner wand on it. So I do like that. I think what I'm going to do, because I want a little bit more oomph today, so I'm just going to quickly go off camera, put on my lashes. I've actually had quite a few requests from some of you guys asking if I could please do a lash tutorial, like a fake, like false eyelash tutorial, how to put them on, that sort of thing. I will do that. Trust, I am not an expert on putting on false eyelashes. This has just been immense amounts of practice. That's all of this has been. But I will do an eyelash tutorial for you guys. So I'm just going to quickly go off on camera and do these ones though. There, that always feels so much better when I get some lashes on. So that feels just better. Now, the second product that I am so excited to try out, I've been sitting there looking at this going, I want to try this. It's that Physicians Formula, the All-Star Face Palette. And this has quite a variety of product. So these two are bronzers. I think this is the original, that original butter bronzer. And then this is that new matte bronzer. And I believe these two here are like highlighters. This is actually a face powder. And this is a blush. I love, look at the hearts on that. That is so cute. So I want to use all of these today. I had also picked up these two products here, but I think I'm going to use them in another video. This is the Organic Wear Dewy Blush Elixir. So that one there, really pretty, like a peach shade. And I had also picked up the Sculpting Bronzer. But I think I'll use this in another video because I want to do a little bit of contouring with that. And I don't want to put the Elixir on top of, like, I want to use this bronzer, which is going to be like a powder. So I don't want to mix the two. So I'll use those in another video. But let's go in with this nice bronzer. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this matte. I'll go in with the matte bronzer because I think that's the newest one. And I'm going to go in with the 103. This is the bronzer brush. Look at how soft that is. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Oh, that's going to be lovely. So I'm just going to dip my brush in there. Tap it off. And oh yeah, that's very pretty. Oh, and the brush is so soft. It's just depositing the color so nicely. Oh, it smells wonderful. Oh, I feel like I'm on a beach right now. And with a very light hand, I'm just going to go up on my hairline. Oh, wow, that is like depositing the color. Look at that. It's just like left like a blotch. Oh my goodness, that is so pigmented. Wow. So we'll need to blend that out. Holy smokes. And like I said, like I'm barely like dipping my brush into the product. Wow. And like just a really light hand. So if you ever have that happen to you where it gets like kind of caked on like that, just take a like your sponge and pick up the product and that just helps shear it out. Sponges are like your best friend. Seriously, they are just the most awesome product that you can have in your makeup collection. See how I just dispersed it? It just basically got rid of it. All right, so I'm gonna take I think some of this one here. I just swatch it. It's not like it's like has any shimmer or really anything like that. So I'm going to just take that and I'm going to put that one down my neck. No, this just buffs it out beautifully. Oh my goodness. All right, so that blended in really nicely. Very light hand you need with this matte bronzer. Wow, incredible. I mean, you saw how I just barely touched it. Now, the only thing I noticed when I was putting on the blush is I've got something going on. Let's see if I can come up right up here. I've got something going on right here, and I'm not sure if it's the primer or the foundation. There's almost like it's gone into my crease right here, but yeah, it's just kind of an odd thing. I haven't seen a foundation do that before, so I'm wondering if I'll use this again, and I'm just going to use a different primer with it. But yeah, I just thought that was odd that it's kind of sinking into this one area here, so I'm not sure why it's doing that. Kind of weird. Okay, so now I want to try this blush because it is so pretty, so beautiful. And I'm going to go in using my 107. This is just like a blush brush. So I'm just going to tap it in. I don't know how pigmented. I mean, it's picking up product. Oh my goodness. Like, look at that. Wow. And this smells actually different. This almost has like a florally scent to it. Very nice. Okay, so I'm just going to very light hand. Oh yeah. Wow. That's very pretty. And it says that these ones here, so this one here is a limited edition. The pressed powder is a limited edition. Where am I here? There. And then this highlighter, it's called Glow Pearls, and that's also a limited edition. So I think I want to use that one as my highlighter today. And I'm just kind of stippling the blush on. There. I think that turned out nice. So then for the highlighter, like I said, I'm going to go in with that pearl one there. And let's see how pigmented this is. Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, wow. That is... I was not expecting that. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. And I mean, I barely put my brush in there. Okay, well, let's see what it does. Oh, that is just amazing. Okay, so this is a really... Okay, so this kind of highlighter is, they will be able to see you from like the universe here. Oh, wow. Okay, I honestly wasn't expecting that. Let's put that, so now I want to use that as my inner corner. Okay, so let's use this as an inner corner highlighter. Wow, when they say Glow Pearls, wow, yep. Oh, wow. Wow. And I mean, I barely have anything on the brush. Oh, you guys. That, I've never used a highlighter like that. That just instantly, oh, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Wow. Okay, so that is an awesome highlighter. And I'm a bit worried if I should even put it down my nose here. Okay, so I'm just going to use like barely anything. Okay, so we are glowy and highlighted up. And then the only thing I noticed is that they don't have like a huge like range of like lip products. So what I did pick up was, it's the Mirror Butter. And it's just like a, I don't know what the actual name here is. It's a lip cream. I have this in the shade Soaking Up the Sun. But, I mean, it's just like a really cute little packaging. Again, it has that like nice like tropical look to it. And it's more of like along the, like a, it's a dark brown shade, but there wasn't, I didn't really want, there was some like red colors and stuff, and I really didn't want those. I didn't know exactly what the look, like eye look I was going to be doing today, but because it is a like a darker look, I'm glad that I went with more of like a neutral lip. So I'm gonna see how creamy these are. Okay, so they just go on like a, it's not really like a gloss. It's just like what the name says. It's a lip cream. Very hydrating. It's almost like a tinted lip balm, but that's really nice. So I really like the color is pretty neutral. I mean, I didn't even have to use like a lip liner, which was nice. So yeah, that's really pretty. I like that. There's the swatch on the back of my hand. So it's like just a really nice shade for the summertime. This would be something that, like, if you just go into the beach or something, you could throw this on. Look at how hydrated it's making my lips. That's lovely. Okay, so this is it, all completed. I am actually blown away by a couple of these products. We'll just quickly kind of recap. Still debating about the primer, the Putty Primer. I think it did a really nice job of definitely blurred, like all in this area here. Like I cannot see my pores in this area right here. So really enjoying this one. We'll see. I'm going to use it with different types of foundations because sometimes it's hard when you're just doing a first impression with one foundation of how well it's going to work with other ones. So we'll see this on my channel again. The concealer, it is doing a little bit of like creasing right under my eyes, but you know, pretty much every concealer does that. So I do like how it really hid with the one color. It neutralized that darkness under my eyes, and I do like the two-tone of using the yellow and then the regular concealer. So it did a nice job of covering that. But again, like just said, there's a little bit of creasing, but that's nothing new for me. The foundation, like I said, I mean, I've kind of hidden it now with the highlighter. I don't know what's going on in that one little area there where it was kind of bunching up in my creases. So I'll use this again with a different primer. I know I had watched one of my friends on her channel and she said that she uses it with a silicone primer. But I wanted to try it with this one because it's obviously designed to go with, they're supposed to go together, right? They're both from the same line. So that's why I wanted to use it with that one. But I did like how this, I think the creaminess of it, it has settled. Yes, it has settled into my fine lines, and it's only been like maybe an hour and a half since I started filming. So it has definitely settled in here, but I liked how it blended out. I like the dewiness, the luminous look of it. So I think I'm going to like this one. And it did sheer out really nice, even though it says it's a medium to full coverage. What else did I go in with? The eyeshadow palette. Well, this isn't new for, you know, on my channel, but I do really enjoy this. This is one of my favorite palettes, but very simple. Blends in really nicely, very buttery formulation, so love that. Mascara, kind of on the fence about the mascara. It did okay. I liked it, like I said, on my bottom lashes. I think the volumizing, or sorry, the lengthening side did a nice job on my bottom lashes, just because of the thinner wand. It didn't give me the volume that I would like. I mean, it did an okay job. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite mascara. The eyeliner, that did a nice job. I mean, it's kind of hard now with my false eyelashes on, but it has done a nice job of up in my upper line there, and it has not transferred down into my lower line. That sometimes happens. So that I do enjoy that one. That one's nice, and it was very easy, very glided on nicely, didn't skip. So I'll kind of gauge it till the end of the night to see if there's any sort of like transfer or that sort of thing, or if it starts smudging. Especially because I did put it kind of right into my inner corners here. So sometimes if anything's going to happen, it's going to do it to all my inner corners. I think out of everything, this was my favorite find. This, I'm still blown away by that highlighter. I mean, the packaging, look at the packaging. It's so pretty. Look at that. And then, yeah, like this is extremely pigmented. This matte bronzer right here. Oh my goodness. And I like this, did a nice job on my neck area. That is amazing. That highlighter, oh my goodness. I hope that's like a regular highlighter that they have, because that I would buy that all the time. That is, it's just, look at the sheen on my face, and I barely put my brush into the product, and I barely touched my face, and it just was like bam, holy smokes. And the blush did a nice job too. I like that color. So the only thing I didn't use was this other highlighter, and then the oops, where am I here? The pressed powder, I didn't use that, but I can use that in another video. So this was so far out of everything, this was my favorite. And then I like the lip. The lip it's really creamy on my lips. It's like, It's not transferring anywhere. It's not getting on my teeth, which is kind of one of those things that I can't stand it when it gets on your teeth. This would be perfect for summer because it's not really a lipstick. It is just like it says, it's a lip cream, and it's just giving you a little bit of color, keeping your lips very hydrated and moisturized. So this is something I could throw into my purse and just take it with me everywhere I go and just apply it. Really nice. I love it. So that would probably be my second favorite out of everything I tried today. So as I mentioned earlier, I hope you like one product tutorials. I love doing one brand. I think it's super fun, and especially when it's a little combination of some newer products, and then also I like my eyeshadow palettes and stuff. I've had them in my collection for quite some time. And let me know in the comments below if there's products from Physicians Formula that you've tried that you enjoy. I know they got rid of their there was a foundation that everybody loved, and they got rid of that one. So, but let me know down there what sort of other products you've used of theirs, and I'd love to try some other ones. I do, like I said to you in the video, I do really like Physicians Formula. I think they're a great brand. So before you head out, I would love if you consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell, and that way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And give this video a big like if you enjoy drugstore tutorials and one brand makeup tutorials, and if you like mature makeup, over 50 makeup, that sort of thing. As I usually mention in my videos, you can also follow me over on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I've got all of those. Everything is always listed down in the description box, and all the products here that I have used today, that's always linked down in the description box as well. And if you ever do use any of those affiliate links, I thank you so much for supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!